Hey guys, this is Fiend Tech here, and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the buttons on the Nikon D5200. So I'm just going to be going around the camera showing you what each and every button does. Okay, so we'll start off here at the front. So you obviously see the lens and the lens cap here. On the side of the lens, now this may vary on each lens, but you have a switch here between autofocus and manual focus. Then you have a switch down here at the bottom, which is your vibration reduction, so you can turn that on or off. Up here you see a button with a little lightning bolt on it. Now, if you push this button down when it's on, the flash here will pop up, and if you hold that down, then you can use the wheel at the back to toggle with the flash exposure. The button here, which is the FN button, if you hold that down and again twist the wheel, you can toggle your ISO settings. You can also see here on the front of the camera there is a small button. You simply push this in and it allows you to twist the lens off. And to apply the lens, you line up the dots, clip it on and flip it round. Okay, so here on the side you'll see a small grip, and then this. Now you simply put your nail in there and you can open up the flap. You have your mic in, then you have a GPS port, then you have a HDMI port and your connector for plugging it into a computer through the provided USB cable. So flipping around to the back here at the top, you have this hot shoe where you can attach microphones or flashes, things like that. You then have your viewfinder, and next to it you have this little thing that you can twist, and this is depending on your eyesight how the viewfinder shows you the image. Then here you have your menu button. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera on, so you just flip that screen out so you can see it. Then to turn the camera on, round at the front on the top you have a switch. Simply flick that so the white bit is pointing to on and you'll see this. Now if you click the menu button, you can see it takes you to your menu here, and you can flick through all these. Now I will do a separate video speaking about the menu itself. This little I button, if you push that, it takes you back to your main settings menu. Over here you have a button that allows you to lock in your exposure, and I believe you can also use it to make a photo that can't be deleted from the camera. You then here have your play button, so if you push that, then it will take you to recent photos you've taken. So here are ones I was taking for the shutter speed video of flowing water. And then you simply push that again and it will take you back to the settings menu. You then see this wheel, so if I go over into aperture priority mode, when I turn this wheel, you can see here on the screen the aperture is changing. If my camera is set at the right exposure, but I will assure you that it just changes whatever number you have it set on to. Down here you have your D-pad, you could say, so you have up, down, left, right and OK. You then have zoom in and out, which is for viewing your photos. So if I go into, I just took a photo there by accident. So if you go into your photos, that was taken with the lens cap on, but if I go and press this, I can zoom in and then I can zoom out, and if I press it again, it gives me a list of my photos. Then I will go over to the one which I just took with the lens cap on, show you how to delete. So you press the bin button, which is just the button with a bin on it, and press it again, and that photo is now deleted. Here you have a small portion for your thumb to rest, and then on the side we have a place for our SD card slot. So you simply slide that over, let go, and you can see push down on the SD card and it comes out there. Then to put it back in, simply push it in and then do that. Okay, so here you can have the strap. Now it is getting twisted around my tripod, so I am just going to untwist this. So the strap goes through this side, and this side over here. So I'll just move on to these buttons. So you can see here on the front you have a grip for your fingers for when you're holding it, and then you have this little black part which most people think is just some design thing, but it is actually the receiver for when you're using the wireless remote to take pictures with. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly change the angle of the camera so that I can show you the buttons on top. Okay, so as you can see here, I've changed the angle of my tripod, allowing you to see all these buttons here. So first we have the wheel here, where you can change the modes. Now I will probably do a separate video speaking about all these modes, but you have things like auto, programmed, shutter priority, aperture priority, full manual, and effects mode, which is a really good feature of this camera as it does have a lot of effects modes. Here on the side you have a switch, so if you flick that switch it will go to live view so that you use the screen on the back as your viewfinder. And then to get it off live view you simply flick that again. Here what you have is a button. Now if you press this on the screen it will come up with options, so you can set it to take a single picture, a timed picture, or burst shooting, so that's where it takes like 5 frames a second or something like that. Here you have your info button, so if you press that the screen will wake up from sleep mode. Then you have a button here with the kind of exposure symbol, so you can edit your exposure options, and also on the manual mode if you hold that down it allows you to change your aperture. Here you have your record button, so if you press that the camera will start to video. Then you have your shutter button and your on off switch. And just here out of sight you have a small light. Now it is not a flash. What it does is it bounces light off objects. I'm sorry if you can hear the plane in the background. Yeah, so it bounces light off objects to determine the autofocus. So that's it for my tour of the buttons. The only other thing is the battery compartment on the bottom. So what I'm going to do here is quickly take my camera off the tripod and show you that. Okay, so here on the bottom you can see a small compartment. Simply flick it open, push the yellow tab in and the battery will come out, and then you can push it in and do that again. Also here where you can see this little plate mounted, which is how I connect to my tripod, if I unscrew that here quickly you will be able to see a tripod mount, regular tripod mount. It will fit on all regular tripods, and you can also put an external battery grip on there. So that is it for my video. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more videos on this, the Nikon D5200. It certainly is a good camera from what I've seen. My full review is yet to come. I will also do a video on the menus and the different settings on the wheel at the top. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, and as always, do not forget to share this video. See you.